Have you checked the children? Your little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Sometimes that is better.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
Hola, Jaime Fuego.
And we are here to review a horror movie adjacent kids horror movie. It's a kids horror movie.
It is horror.
It's the Addams Family, you guys.
Yeah.
They did a animated Addams Family. Yes, they did an animated Addams Family with a whole new cast of voices outside of what we got in the movies all those years ago. But this, honestly, after watching it, this feels like what Addams Family should be.
Sure.
They can be super over the top, and they still... I think they crammed more Addams Family style jokes, like weird, like being weird for weird's sake jokes, in this than I have seen in any of the Addams Family properties otherwise. Even the original show, like, they're so proud of being weird and different, like, from Kick Your Father Goodnight all the way up to any of the other little things that they have.
That was back in like the 60s that they did that show, man.
Yeah, I know.
How ahead of its time.
I really got to say, I enjoyed this animated feature.
Same.
I thought it was totally off kilter from what we normally get in an animated movie, and I think that serves it only for the better. It sets it apart from your Pixars and your Fox Animation Studios, which is defunct. Wow, I'm old. You know, you're the one... Oh, no, is Fox Animation the one that does Ice Age and everything like that?
That might be Universal. I can't say.
I can't remember. Nonetheless,
anyway,
Pixar and non-Pixar.
We're not animated people here.
I my overall thoughts, I enjoyed the Addams Family animated movie.
Yeah, I had fun with it. And it's funny, when they were first announcing all of the different voice actors like Oscar Isaac and Charlize Theron, I'm like, oh, these all could be real live-action people in an Addams Family film. And then I realized, oh, it's animated. Oh, well, that's cool. And I did enjoy the hell out of it, man. I mean, it's not terrific or anything. I don't know if I would hold it in as high regard as the Barry Levinson films that came out in the 90s, but this was still like a cool addition to the property, and I felt like it had a good message for kids, which is probably more so what it's directed at than anybody, which is about just be true to yourself. And I mean, it's simple messages, but it's really good for kids who probably feel a lot of pressure to assimilate and conform and all this other crap, you know, especially when you're at such a young age, because it really does handle a lot with Wednesday and this friendship that she makes, which we'll get into a story. So
yeah, like Pugsley is, you know, an unrefined Wednesday. He's just pure childhood id, and he's just doing whatever and running experiments and riding a rocket trying to take his father out. Like, I really enjoyed silly stuff like that.
Although,
like,
now that I think about it, story-wise, since we're segueing into that, he did have his whole story of trying to be true to the family that he was trying to train for and having trouble with, which I thought was cool.
Oh, yeah, for his sword competition thing.
And then Gomez is training him throughout, and he's just not taking to it as much. You know, both of the children, the kids, actually, now that I think about it, they were both like, they loved their family, they wanted to stay true, but they had inclinations to do things differently, which was a running
Wednesday
theme
seemed to have
movie.
the biggest arc.
It was bigger, you know, it was a subplot. It was like I don't know. I've watched
Chloe Grace Moretz playing the voice.
Yes, indeed, and I think it was Wolfhard for
Pugsley?
for Pugsley too. Yeah, he's getting all the work now. My God,
100%. And of course, Nick Kroll plays Uncle Fester.
He's funny.
Really funny.
I love Nick Kroll.
You sunk my battleship. Like he's hilarious. I love him from the Netflix series that he does.
Oh, dude, I love Kroll Show that he did on.
I never
Comedy
watched Kroll
Central.
Show. He's hilarious on
the
Comedy Bang Bang podcast, though.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he was also on The League, which was really funny. Yeah. Kroll is great, man.
So he's great. Morticia and Gomez are great as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Morticia has another really big story arc, and Gomez, like, I liked seeing, again, I think the animated aspect works really well for the Addams Family because they can have those larger than life. Again, I'm going to constantly go back to that scene where Pugsley is riding an experimental rocket trying to chase his father down, and his father's like, Pugsley, stop! And then, like, he's, like, dancing around and, like, so, like, gifted on his toes and can't be caught and takes Pugsley down, and it's like, Dude, this is an aspect of the Addams Family that you never really see. You see him and Karamiya dancing in the Levinson movies, but you never get to see them go larger than life like the Addams would. You know?
Yeah, which is so much easier with the animated, just form of presenting this sort of storytelling. But I mean, Wednesday, just to get into a little bit more story, there is this. So they are like the black sheep in this community that is being redone around them, and there's kind of this antagonistic woman who actually, without spoiling stuff, like
does a reality show.
But she takes a turn with who she kind of switches like allegiances with, and grows an appreciation for, which I thought was very funny. But Wednesday forms a friendship with her daughter, and she wants to go to regular school suddenly, and she wants to check out a world beyond this gothic, like death-driven whatever sort of thing that she's used to. And she like braid up her hair, all these different weird things in the midst of their friendship. And I mean, it's cute in that regard. And I don't know, I thought it was fun and funny and stuff, especially with the contrast and dichotomy of her morbidness with the like cheeriness of the daughter, who doesn't even like her mother that much either. So I don't know, this was a film that it had the fun Addams Family-ness, but it had a little bit more to say as far as story goes than I was anticipating.
A little more story depth than I was anticipating as well. So effects wise, I mean, it's an animated movie, so they can do whatever they want, and they definitely take advantage of the animation to make everything larger than life and really in your face. And really fun, quite frankly, really fun within, but still within the Addams Family world. It's almost like Scooby-Doo, right? It's as over the top as Scooby-Doo would be. So the animation makes the series or the show, or movie rather, as over the top as any Scooby-Doo movie. The Addams Family does a really good job of it.
Yeah, the entire layout of the property, between the graveyard and like the huge tree that has like a life of its own, and even the layout of the house and stuff. I mean, and even when they have like all of the like Addams extended family over for Pugsley's attempt at like getting stuff together, and we do get some Cousin It finally, which is really cool. And I think it was like Snoop Dogg, which was really funny.
I actually like that we got sort of an origin of Lurch too.
Yeah.
Very simple origin, but I like that he loves the organ,
the piano,
the organ, and he protects the organ during the big fight at the end.
No,
like him and
man.
Thing work together to do that. They're like trying to find the ditty. Like I like that they found the dun.
Yeah.
Like they had to find that. I dig that. I thought that was really fun.
Yeah,
this is kind of an Addams Family origin story.
Indeed, and I truly enjoyed it.
More than kind of. It really, truly is.
Yeah, no, it was, and it was very successful at the box office. So they have already greenlit a sequel for this.
Really?
So yes, so
awesome.
I mean, this could be like the next Hotel Transylvania kind of thing.
I would be on board for that because this was as fun as Hotel Transylvania was, but it felt more cohesive because it was very Addams Family at the same time.
Yeah, which I love the original series. I even watched that weird Fox TV thing that they did at one particular point because they were trying to revive the Munsters and Addams Family. I love them both, but
we technically had a member of the cast guest on our show. The member that goes, "Get out!" It was in our What You Should Really Do, remember?
Well, I remember. You're like, okay, well, you heard him. Let's go.
Yeah. So, that's going to do it for our review of the Addams Family 2019 animated version, you guys. Woo! If you skipped it because you were like, that looks weird, trust us, it's worth your time. It's something you can watch with your kids, especially if you're a horror fan. Watch it with your kids. It's fun. It's not over the top as far as horror goes. And you'll all have a great time together. Yeah, truly.
I completely concur. If you have kids that like the Hotel Transylvania stuff, this is maybe even a little bit better in some cases.
I agree.
So, I agree. Check it out.
So thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button down below and subscribe. Click that notification bell. Make sure you don't miss videos like this in the future. But while you're down there, you can actually choose movies for us to review and do commentary for in the Patreon link. Wow. So click that for just $1 or $5. You can get access to the Patreon, and we have, at this point, over 70 reviews that aren't available on the regular channel. So,
and there's even a bigger tier if you want to get like a boogie box, some curated stuff from us. I mean, just check it out and see everything that's available.
Indeed. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
And gracias up and Jaime and Fuego.
And remember, stay scared.
Woo.